So J.D. Vance is still out there struggling to defend the Nazi propaganda that he spread about legal Haitian immigrants. First of all, before I even press play on this video, look at him. Look at him. This is a sweaty little weasel boy who knows he's in over his head. Look at him. Look at this. Look at his face. Look at his face. So he's going to be asked a question. And by the way, this is their idea of like, bro, we take the media seriously, whereas Kamala Harris hides from the media. Their idea of taking the media seriously is J.D. Vance will go to these rallies where he's surrounded by people who support him and Trump, and he'll take a question from the media, and then he'll like berate the media person to virtue signal and get some points on like online right-wing Twitter, right? So this is his idea of like, oh yeah, we're serious, is like, let me virtue signal and berate the media in front of people. So anyway, they ask a reasonable question about the Haitian immigrant thing, and watch how he handles it.
I want to ask you, you're talking about hostility, so looking at how things are going in Springfield, Ohio right now, where you made claims that Haitian migrants were eating pets that have since been debunked, there are threats to the...
Okay, to be clear, that noise you hear is the MAGA audience booing facts, booing reality, booing the notion that, hey, good news, we looked at it, they're not actually eating pets. They're like, boo, we don't like information. We like Nazi propaganda that we believe on faith. Boo. Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
Haitian migrants were eating pets that have since been debunked. There are threats to the community. Things are hostile. Knowing that America's so divided right now, would you change anything about the way you spread those now debunked false claims?
Before he answers, let me just say, that's actually a great question, because any normal presidential campaign, of course, in a general election, you're going to put front and center, national unity. We will come together as one. I will represent not only red America, but also blue America. We are not red and blue. We're the United States of America. The Obama line, right? But every president in my lifetime has to do the presidential thing, right? The look, hey, even if you didn't vote for me, I got you, bro. I'm here to represent everybody, not just represent my own side. We care about unity. Let's come together. Let's achieve things. This is what any good, half-decent campaign does. Any normal presidential campaign does. And to be fair, Trump did it for like a day and a half after the first assassination attempt. He said, oh no, I'm going to focus on national unity now. But then, of course, he couldn't help himself. He went right back into classic Trump bullshit. And J.D. Vance, softball down the center of the plate, right? All you got to do is take that and run with it and be like, you know what? I agree on the point of unity. Let me talk about unity. But he can't help himself. What does he do? Here we go.
Look, what I have a responsibility to do in Springfield, Ohio, or any constituency in the state of Ohio, and if, God willing, the American people honor me by making me their next vice president, this will be my responsibility for the whole country. My responsibility is to listen to the people that I serve and not a biased media. And that's what I'll keep on doing in Springfield, Ohio, or anywhere else.
So as you can see, this is now like the 800th question like this he's taken, and he's struggling. He's struggling to defend it. And this is what he retreats to. And I want to give credit to Adam Johnson, who wrote a phenomenal article on this. Everybody should go check it out. We had him on Crystal, Kyle, and Friends last week. Definitely check out that interview because we talk about exactly this. The type of language that J.D. Vance uses, this is Trump 2.0. This is, I'm going to take Trumpism and put like a veneer of intellectualism over it, and I'll be the one to craft the arguments going into the future for Trumpism. So how would Trump handle this question? Wrong. I saw it on TV. They're eating pets. Fake news. Next question. That's how Trump would handle it, right? J.D. Vance, what does he do? As Adam Johnson points out, this is standpoint epistemology. This is the framework that is used in liberal circles. And the idea is, usually they do it around race or gender, but they say, look, who are you as an outsider, as somebody who's not part of the group, to question the lived experience of the people in these groups. You have to respect it at face value, that they are telling you they're going through X, Y, and Z. You have to accept that. Don't fight back against it. Accept it and use that, incorporate that into your framework of the world, and understand that you have to respect people's lived experience, right? He's doing standpoint epistemology for racists. That's what he's doing. So, in other words, his thing is, bro, I'm just listening to my constituents. Well, hold on. You're a senator for Ohio, excuse me. He said, I got emails where people said, how many fucking emails do you get on a daily basis? 1,000, right? Like, you're a senator. Why are you focusing on the undoubtedly very few emails that are spreading that lie, right? Instead of focusing on the people who say, hey, I'm from Ohio, there was just a bomb threat at the hospital I work. Stop that. There was a bomb threat at the hospital I work at, and you need to stop because you're leading to this. My school was evacuated. My kid's school was evacuated. Stop spreading propaganda that's leading to dangerous situations. No doubt he has emails from all over the ideological spectrum, but he's focusing in on the ones that are feeding my narrative and quoting the neo-Nazi talking point I put out there. I have to listen to them because it's their lived experience. I'll always listen to my constituents. Okay, in some instances, your constituents are just wrong. What about that? If you have a constituent that tells you you should do a committee investigation into flat Earth, are you going to do it? I need to listen to the lived experience of my constituents. No, in that scenario, you have no problem being like, you're fucking wrong. You have no problem saying you're fucking wrong to your more liberal or left-leaning constituents. But all of a sudden, it's standpoint epistemology for racists. The people who are telling you, bro, the cats and the dogs and they're eating them, bro, do something, bro. Okay, they're either, ready for this, wrong or lying. You actually need, I know this is crazy. You ready for this? In a logical, sane world, you need evidence to make a claim. And when all you have is a video that's not from Springfield, not a Haitian, and not an immigrant, and some woman having a mental health crisis and she's killing a cat, or some bullshit video of a duck or a chicken on a grill that they're pretending is a cat, right? If that's all you have, you ain't got dick. You got nothing. So this is the intellectual veneer over Trumpism, where instead of Trump, fake news, I saw it on TV, they're eating the cats, next question. He goes, well, look, as a senator, it's my responsibility and it's incumbent upon me to represent the voice of the people, and my own constituents are reaching out to me and telling me that this thing that is absolutely 100% not happening is definitely happening, and I should spread a moral panic about it and lead to bomb threats against schools and hospitals, and then play like a fucking little weasel boy bitch. Keep doubling down and tripling down on my comments, which are putting people's lives in danger. And by the way, he also does the same thing Trump just did that we just talked about. He goes, we're going to deport these people. They're legal immigrants. They're legal immigrants, and they're literally the model immigrant community. They're family-oriented. They work hard. They're not taking government money. They're bringing back the church scene in Springfield, Ohio. But you don't care. Why don't you care? Gee, I wonder why. What is it about these immigrants that he's opposed to? I can't quite figure it out. I can't quite figure out what makes them so unacceptable in the eyes of J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. It's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. But I got good news for you. It ain't working. It ain't working. What was the numbers? Like 26% of the country even believes they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. That's a tiny fucking number, bro. By the way, just a side point here. You know what Project 2025 polls at? 4%. And make no mistake about it, no matter what they say, that's what these people represent. They represent that ideology. So they are flailing, and they are failing, and they are making an absolute mess of their campaign. But I love to see it. He's incapable of being normal. He's incapable of acting like a serious adult. He's incapable of making people like him. That's why he polls as the least liked person in this race, even more disliked than Donald Trump. So take your little fucking standpoint epistemology for racists and shove it up your ass. We could see through it from a mile away. Yes, people can email you and say shit and be wrong or be lying. And when you have 78,000 fucking fact checks and every single one says what you're saying is not true and it's actually leading to bomb threats, how about you shut the fuck up and do the decent human thing to do? All right, guys, that's the show. Love y'all very much. Everybody do me a big favor. Everybody please click like, click subscribe. You could support this show on Patreon or you could tip on YouTube. Remember, I don't take any money from corporations, advertisers, foreign governments, shady billionaires. We're one of the few in this space that actually stands by that. We raise our funds through the default ads on YouTube and your small dollar donations, which help keep this thing going. So, all right, guys, I love you all very much. I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, we have on Crystal Kyle and Friends, Sorab Amari. That'll be a very interesting conversation. He's former MAGA, now no longer MAGA, and he bought into Trump's populism in 2016. Now he realizes it was fake populism, and so we're going to talk to him about that and get to the bottom of it. It'll be really interesting. All right, love you guys. See you there. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.